Hey guys, a little bit of a different episode here for you today. We're going to patch a couple episodes together. If you are joining me now, we're coming off the heels of a really cool episode with Johnathon Fortune of Theragen Counseling. If you haven't listened to that one, you definitely want to go back and check that one out. Really, really cool conversation with him. At the end of the conversation, we shut off the mic, shut off the camera, and we started talking about the IFS, the way he does things and his practice and stuff like that. And he proceeded to kind of run me through a session. So I wasn't really sure what I was going to do with it. Wasn't really sure if I was going to share it out there or anything like that. It obviously, any type of therapy, anything like that can get emotional, can get sensitive, can get personal. But I wanted to share with you guys a couple major clips from it and see, hopefully it can help. Hopefully it resonates with some of you guys. Definitely recommend checking it out. And like I said in that episode, I think everybody should have a talk or have a conversation with a counselor or therapist. It's super, super valuable. I know it's been super valuable and beneficial for me in a lot of ways. So just wanted to share this vulnerable clip. This is going to be a unique one. So thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you joining along, and enjoy. We're back. So we just shut everything off after having a really good conversation with Johnathon from Theragen Counseling. Really a lot of wonderful insight that we're really happy to and excited to share out there. We had a conversation in that episode, or in that conversation, about IFS. Mm-hmm. We shut the mics off, shut the camera off, and kind of started talking a little bit more about it. And I'm very, very curious on learning more, I guess I would say. And then we just figured, we started talking about, why don't we just turn everything back on and see where it goes? So how, I guess, I'm pretty curious about what that would look like for myself personally.
Yeah. And what I really like to say to people is IFS is really better sort of shown than explained.
Okay.
And and that's what it was like for myself. I didn't totally really get it until I started being on the other side of it and being a client in that. So if you're up for it, we could do a little demo. It's not like real therapy. It's just a demo of what IFS is. And
sure.
See where we end up.
Let's get uncomfortable, I guess, eh? No, that sounds good. Let's,
Yeah, so just give me an idea of something that you have going on that you wanted to work through. I know I have some ideas based on a conversation a little bit ago, but whatever kind of comes to mind that you're kind of
where to start? What would you say? So IFS, I think one for me that has always been something kind of in the back of my mind is body image. Yeah. To be totally honest, for whatever reason, I think it's, I recognize in my own life it creeps up too often. Yeah. Right? It really does. And I think it's just, I know it's just my expectations are incorrect, and I know that I should put the work in to effectively get off of social media and probably follow less fitness accounts or whatever that looks like. But I would think that one to not I think that would be one for me that I'd be curious to see why do I care? Yeah. That's honestly, I don't know why I care.
Sure. So that's a great place to start.
Okay.
Yeah. So when are those times where you know that you're a bit uncomfortable with what you're seeing, or what are those moments? What does that look like?
When I notice it?
Yeah.
Naturally, anytime if we're going to go to Mexico, if we're going to go, swimming, if we're going to pretty much anytime I'm going to be exposed. Yeah. Right. Exposed to the world, and just I'll be mowing grass in my front lawn, and I love just getting sun. Right. Yeah. But I'm mowing grass in my front lawn, and I won't want to take my shirt off because of in case somebody drives by. And then I'm very aware of I've been trying to do it more, which is, maybe this is more of a podcast story. I would love to share a little story with you. It's kind of just a silly one, but I'm doing better with it in some senses because of my kids. And I want to show my kids that like I don't have to worry so much. So now I do this really stupid thing. Anytime there's a fly, instead of going and getting a fly swatter, there's this whole thing where I take off my shirt and I kill the fly with my shirt. I think it's a really like I don't know how to share that, but it's like now my kids are like finding flies, and then one is like, oh, like dad's gonna do it again. The other one's a little younger, so she gets all excited about it. Anyways, so I know that's the thing. Pretty much anytime I have to take off my shirt, like it stands out.
Yeah. So that like moment of right before you have to take your shirt off, where you realize that you're going to Mexico, like you described, and that sort of like thought, feeling, emotion that's behind that. How else would you describe that? What does that feel like?
Fear, maybe?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. Anywhere you can feel that, like inside, outside your body, when that sort of fear comes in. How would you describe that?
I don't know how I would describe that. I guess inside, outside my body. Maybe I don't know. Can you try and ask that another way?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So we know that there's that moment where you realize that you have to take your shirt off.
Yeah.
You're going to have to be in a place where you take your shirt off, right?
Yeah.
There's that, something comes up there. There's like that fear there, like you described it. Something happens there. How would you describe that happening? Like what that feels like?
Just like vulnerable. Maybe like throat gets dry. You know what I mean? Like it just kind of like start clamming up a bit, and it's just like, this is gonna be awkward. I wish I could just avoid it.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. Great. Yeah. Like you're feeling awkward. Throat sort of gets dry. There's some like hesitation there. Great.
Yeah. And
yeah. How do you feel towards that part of you that shows up in that way?
Super frustrated.
Yeah.
Right? Like I don't want to feel awkward, and I kind of go through the whole like, nobody cares, nobody's looking, enjoy the sun, whatever. And I get pretty mad at myself, to be honest. I get pretty frustrated, pretty disappointed in myself that it's like something that I even care about. Yeah.
So there's kind of two different things at play there, two different parts of you at play, right? There's that side of you that's hesitant about taking your shirt off and has those ideas behind the body image, right? Then there's also that part of you that wants you to be okay with that, right? And it seems like those are the two sides that are kind of playing things out in that moment. Does that seem right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when those two parts of you show up, which one kind of wins out more than the other?
Oh, the mad, embarrassed side for sure. Yeah. And even if I were to say, take the shirt off and mow the grass, I'm very aware that it would have been easier to not at that point, kind of thing.
Right. Yeah. So if you were to, we'll just go with the part that's hesitant about taking your shirt off first, right? If you were to, let's say that you described that part of you as like looking like something, color, shape, energy, what comes to mind?
Gray.
Yeah. It's really gray, and it kind of shows up in your throat as kind of like the body sensation that goes along with it.
Yeah.
And what about the other side?
The other side where I just want to be okay with it?
Yeah.
If I would use a color again, probably yellow. Like just happy, free, just like I'm picturing like a hippie right now.
Yeah. Like yellow, flower, power, hippie. Totally.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we have one side that's gray, one side that's like flower power, hippie.
Yeah.
And that's what we call when parts of us get polarized, right? Where they kind of like battle it out from time to time. We see that in so many different aspects of our life where we're sort of being pulled in both directions, right?
Yeah.
And when we're really able to hear both sides out and understand what you have, what is it that you have going on there, right? No different than sort of meeting someone new for the first time.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing with both of these parts of you.
Yeah.
So, out of those two parts of you, which one feels like it would want to have a voice first?
Oh, the hippie,
Okay.
for sure. The flower power. I mean, like if I'm just like picturing, probably like hippie is the wrong word, but like the stereotypical headband, long hair, dancing in the rain, even when it's gray out, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just like enjoying the elements and just kind of free spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel towards that part of you, that flower power hippie?
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
I admire that,
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah. And what about the other side, Mr. Gray? How do you feel towards that part of you?
Pretty disappointed. Like, I mean, if I'm thinking about Mr. Gray, it's, doesn't matter what the situation is, it's always going to be not good enough. It's, pretty disappointed to, like, I wouldn't subject, if I met these two people on the street, and I don't know if this is where I'm supposed to go with this, but if I met Mr. Hippie and then I met Mr. Gray, and I had the opportunity to spend time with my family with one of these people, it would not be with Mr. Gray.
Right.
I would not want my kids around them. It'd be like, this person's going to be miserable. If I'm being selective of who I spend my time with, it's not going to be Mr. Gray.
Yeah.
It's going to be kind of a happy, energetic person.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And you can sort of like do a check inside if this feels right too, but I'm feeling like, does it feel like the not liking Mr. Gray is coming from the hippie side or sort of somewhere else?
It feels like somewhere else. It feels like they're two totally different personalities.
Yeah.
They're two totally different things, and it's like they're never in the same room together.
Yeah.
And I pick which room I walk into.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense. And do you think it's possible right now to shift into a more curious place about Mr. Gray?
Yeah.
That sort of parts of you that don't really like it when he shows up a little bit, to kind of take a step back while we just kind of like see what we can figure out about Mr. Gray.
Yeah, I would like, as soon as you put Mr. in front of Gray, I'm kind of curious as to like why are you like this, Mr. Gray, kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, and how with that sort of energy that's like, oh, I don't really like you so much, it's kind of taking a step back. How are you feeling towards him right now?
I feel like I should learn more about him, because got to give people a chance to, if I'm just saying like there's Mr. Hippie and Mr. Gray, I kind of feel bad for Mr. Gray.
Okay.
Like maybe there was something that happened to Mr. Gray.
Yeah.
Maybe there's like a...
Yeah, so there's a lot of curiosity happening for you right now.
Yeah.
See what happens when you just sort of like send him some of that curiosity inside. See what comes up for you.
Yeah, I feel really bad for Mr. Gray.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So, see what it's like for you to sort of visualize both of those sides into a space, whatever you want that space to look like. You may have already been doing that anyway, but see what it looks like to look at both of those sides, Mr. Gray, Mr. Hippie.
If I understand you correctly, put both Mr. Gray and Mr. Hippie in the same room?
Yeah, I mean, whatever you kind of want that space to look like. It can be inside, at a table like this. It could be outside, near a campfire, whatever you want that to look like. But in that space is you, Mr. Hippie, and Mr. Gray.
So I feel as though, and again, this image came up earlier, I feel like I'm in a hallway.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm in a hallway of like a office building, and there's like long hallway, and there's just brown walls or like taupe walls, and there's 2 doors, and I open one door and it's Mr. Hippie's just dancing around in the sun, and I open the other door and Mr. Gray is just sitting in a gray room with behind a desk.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And out of both those sides, which side does it feel like you want to get to know a little bit more, get a little bit closer maybe?
Yeah, definitely Mr. Gray.
Okay. Yeah. And do you get the sense right now that he knows that you're around?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So see what happens when you ask him if he knows who you are.
Oh yeah, he knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, hesitant. So everybody's hesitant to change.
Totally.
Because it's the way that we've done things for so long. But
yeah.
The only one that's not hesitant is Mr. Gray. Mr. Gray wants out.
Right. Yeah.
But everybody else is finding reasons to not just do it without having a way to go back.
Right. Yeah. So really right now we've really began to understand that relationship that happens inside, right? And how each one sort of plays off each other, right? And it seems like when Mr. Gray comes out, he comes out in a really big way and then goes back again. Other people sort of control what that looks like, right?
Right.
So if you ever chose to do some IFS work in the future, that's what it would look like, is really gaining a better understanding of those relationships. And you can already see that sort of acceptance that happens once you get to know them a little bit.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of other ways that we can take this, but yeah, this is just a little bit of an example for you.
Yeah, wow. Very, very interesting.
Yeah.
I appreciate you sharing that.
Yeah, that's you're cool. Very welcome. And like, really great work too.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I'll have to continue on with that. Okay, well, and I guess I forgot this was all on, honestly. So thanks for following along. I don't know if we're going to share this with anybody. Maybe we'll share some clips or something like that. Hey, so that was that. Definitely a unique episode. I wasn't sure if I was going to share that, but I definitely, after we did it, I felt a pretty immediate change within me. I felt Mr. Hippie was kind of taking over a little bit more. Mr. Gray was a little bit easier to control. So it's crazy. In the 20-minute, whatever it was, pretty surface level conversation with Johnathon, and being that the cameras were on, he said right away, we're not going to go crazy with this, but definitely look forward to doing some more, because like say, immediately when I stood up from that chair, I could feel a difference. And lately I just know Mr. Hippie's out more often, and Mr. Gray is a little bit more willing to relinquish power. So it's definitely very cool stuff to check out. I appreciate you following along. I appreciate you checking out the episode and being a safe space for me to kind of get super vulnerable and stuff like that on some of these episodes. So I appreciate you guys. Continue to get uncomfortable. I'll really look forward to hearing from you all. Been getting some messages and stuff, which is really, really appreciated. Thank you to you guys that have reached out. Definitely don't hesitate to contact me. Any questions, any ideas, any notes, any conversations. I'm always up for it. So in the meantime, keep getting uncomfortable. Appreciate you guys.